Someone is asking for attention, I think.
You did it last week at the same time.
Yeah. So today, I'd like to say something about Tantra. Tantra is an ancient spiritual science. It was formulated by a great yogi. His name was Sadashiva. And it is very practice-oriented, very practical. It's an approach, it's a method of all-round development. Physical development, emotional, mental and spiritual development. The word Tantra comes from the Sanskrit root tan, meaning to expand, and tra, to liberate, to free. So Tantra means that practice by which we can expand towards liberation, to free ourselves from all bondages. That is the spirit, the essence of Tantra. Now, any movement, expansion, naturally faces opposition, faces obstacles. Any movement will be met with obstacles, with opposition. Expanding, when we want to expand, when we move, we will experience hindrances, opposition. It is part of life. It is part of expanding, of moving. That's why in Tantra it is said, the effort to overcome obstacles, the effort to go beyond the hurdles is essential in life. And it requires dynamism. It requires the use of vigor, the use of energy. So the practice by which we arouse our vitality, our inherent strength to overcome obstacles and expand towards what? Towards consciousness, towards infinity. That practice is Tantra. The Sanskrit term for this kind of spiritual practice is sadhana. Sadhana means practical effort, making effort. So Tantra and sadhana are virtually synonymous. There cannot be the practice of Tantra without the practice of sadhana, without doing spiritual practices. Now, what is the cause of limitations? What is the cause of bondage? What is the cause of sorrows? What is the cause? The cause is in our mind. Our mind is the cause of either bondage, of limitation, or of freeing ourselves, of liberation. It is the mind that either flows, moves towards the subtle, towards the consciousness, towards the infinite, or it moves towards the crude, towards the finite, towards the limited, When our mind flows towards the subtle, towards the endless, towards the infinite, then our mind experiences expansion and becoming free of bondages. When our mind moves towards the crude, we experience contraction and the experience of greater and greater bondage and misery. So spiritual practice is the practice of expanding the mind, letting the mind flow towards the consciousness, towards the infinite. There's a wise saying, as you think, so you become. Someone says something to you, maybe, and what the person says, you don't like it, so you perhaps become angry. How do you become angry? By your thoughts. The way you think about what the person says makes you angry. As you think, so you become. If you think about love, if you think about compassion, if you think about sharing, if you think about beauty, then you feel it, you become like this. As you think, so you become. If you think negative, you become negative. If you think about the divine, you become divine.